Ladies and gentlemen, here we have our Honorable Chief Minister and other dignitaries launching Oil India, the pipeline saga. This is a momentous occasion for us with sincere appreciation to everybody. Thank you, sirs. Now, may I call upon Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, Honorable Chief Minister, to address the House on his momentous occasion, please.
Sri S.C. Mishra, Chairman and Managing Director, Oil India Limited. Sri P.K. Goswami, Director Operation Oil. Padma Shri Arup Datta, author of this great book, ladies and gentlemen. Nobel Bata Prapak, American Sahityik Pearl S. Bake কৈছিল, if you want to understand today, you have to search yesterday. সহজ ভাষাত ক'বলৈ গ'লে ইতিহাসৰ জ্ঞান অবিহনে যিকোনো ব্যক্তি বা ব্যক্তিৰ সমষ্টি ছিন্নমূল একোজোপা গছৰ দৰে. Therefore, at the outset, I congratulate the oil fraternity, especially oil pipeline team and author of the book, Sri Arup Kumar Datta, for painstaking efforts to bring out this book, Oil India, the Pipeline Saga. This is indeed a commendable initiative to preserve our glorious past of 6 decades, old Naharkatia Barauni crude oil pipeline for the future generation. I am informed that the book chronicles the titanic efforts that went into construction of this pipeline during 1960s. At that time, it was the second longest in Asia and the first to be fully automated. The pipeline road passed through Assam, West Bengal, 8 major rivers, including the mighty Brahmaputra. An international community of technicians, engineers, and other personnel from India, Britain, Germany, and Italy had worked together to fashion this marvel of a pipeline. এই গ্ৰন্থখনৰ থুলমূল এটা আভাস লওঁতে মই এই কথা জানি সঁচাই আচৰিত হৈছিলোঁ যে নিৰ্মাণ কাৰ্য আৰম্ভ হোৱাৰ মাত্ৰ 3 বছৰৰ ভিতৰতে এই পাইপলাইনটো কাৰ্যক্ষম হৈ উঠিছিল. I was really impressed by the fact that while planning for this pipeline commenced in 1958, construction started in November 1960, commissioned up to Guwahati refinery in April 1962, and was made operationally ready till Barauni refinery came into existence in February 1963. The pipeline, which was a technological marvel of the 60s, speaks of high-end credentials and capacity building by Oil India Limited during 1960s despite extreme adverse geological conditions. আজিৰ এই পাইপলাইনটোৱে প্ৰধান তৈলক্ষেত্ৰ, পাম্পিং ষ্টেচন আৰু উত্তৰ পূৰ্বৰ শোধনাগাৰসমূহক সংযোগ কৰাত গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ ভূমিকা পালন কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হৈছে. During 1980s, when children in India had only access to the Western adventure novels, Sri Arup Kumar Datta was credited to creating a new variety of gripping fiction set in India. With his well-read books such as The Ahoms, The Kaziranga Trail, and other fiction and non-fiction books, Sri Datta has been able to introduce readers from across the country and abroad to the glorious history and resources of Assam. I am sure that his captivating writing style will again mesmerize the readers and take them to the 60s to relive the adventurous journey of Naharkatia Barauni crude oil pipeline. The effort of Oil India Limited to document and archive the pipeline history is much required for our future generation and for the people of Assam. I feel that this book will surely enrich repository of petroleum history. The book will help our aspiring writers, research fellows, students willing to study technical aspect of pipeline and hydrocarbon sector of Northeast. The energy and hydrocarbon resources and its development hold an important key for unlocking the potential of our region. The potential of the hydrocarbon in Northeast India can be gauged from the fact that the region accounts for 18% reserve of hydrocarbon in the nation. As hydrocarbon sector contributes significantly to the country's economic growth, our region has immense role to play in harnessing the hydrocarbon sector in propelling India's growth. It is really a matter of great satisfaction that the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas released the Hydrocarbon Vision 2030, especially for Northeast India for doubling oil and gas production by 2030. Through the plan, the hydrocarbon potential of the region will be exploited, clean fuel products will be enhanced, petroleum products will be more readily accessible, and the common people will be led to the participation in economic activities. Petroleum and natural gas has, over the last 3 centuries, emerged as the primary source of energy for functioning of the global economy. Assam has been a pioneer in this vital sector, not only in this country but also in the vast Asian continent. Coming to this book and the pipeline, we can actually, with recent development, we can also reveal an interesting fact. When Barauni refinery was actually, Government of India has said that there will be a refinery in Barauni and crude will be pumped from Naharkotia to Barauni. I think that point of time we did not welcome this project. This project up to Naharkotia to Guwahati, because of Guwahati refinery, I think people of Assam has welcomed, but at the intellectual level and also at the general level, I think this crude pipeline, although it was considered to be a marvel from technological point of view, the people of Assam has for long time considered it to be a curse on our economy. I think we grown in college and school reading that this pipeline is the root cause of everything that we had. But now see the history, see the destiny, see the turn. Now we have used the new word saying that this is actually, we are getting now crude back from the same crude pipeline for our own refinery. So now actually we are pumping back, which was actually constructed for pumping oil to the Barauni. Today through the same pipeline, actually Bongaigaon refinery is surviving. So I think anything which we do as a country, anything which we do as country guided by national interest, I think we should not be emotional and oppose every step without thinking much. If we are today laying the pipeline for pumping something which is surplus with us, the same thing can be used tomorrow for getting the surplus back from the mainland. Today I think if that generation would have been alive, then they would have said today, yes, our emotion and our sentiment was wrongly placed at that point of time, because we did not realize that there will be a government at some point of time who will dare to set up a refinery in Numodegor and then goes on expanding into 9 million metric ton for fueling Assam economy. I think these are the lessons of history that we should not be emotional at all the point of time. we should be guided by reason, we should guided by national interest. I think I want to give this the pipeline saga a new twist, saying that time has come for the Assamese people not to be guided always by emotion and a sentiment which is not actually based on reason, but guided by the long-term interest of the country and nation as a whole. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank Professor Arup Datta, Padma Shri Arup Datta, for this great work. We all know his talent as a writer. We all know his huge contribution. I'd like to thank Sri Arup Kumar Datta for his great work. And I would also like to thank Oil India Limited for taking up this beautiful project. I think the oil will continue to take up such kind of project for bringing out the hydrocarbon history of Assam, both historical and future perspective, and keep on enriching Assam and the country.